I think the planet is definitely sad. We have good and bad people. We have great people and we have horrible people. I feel like it's just a mixture of both, and we've had them since the beginning. That's why it's like, I feel like the planet definitely has a reason to be sad. Genocides to this day. We have wars to this day. People just, like, I've seen that there's people still in camps to this day, like, you know, certain ethnicities, not like gathering different groups of people. You're gathering a certain group of people and you're putting them in a camp. Is there really a positive outcome at the end of this? Like, is there, like, what's next to come? Because, I went to school, I've learned about wars, I've learned about genocides. So when it happens in your current era, in your current day, it kind of blows your mind because you feel like this is what I learned about, you know? But I always always told myself, if this happened, it could happen again. If we learning about it, it's because it happened at some point in time. So what makes me think we safe now? Like when Corona hit, I'm not gonna, I panicked a little bit. I'm like, oh, now what's next? The Ice Age or something? I don't know what's next to come. But it goes to show you, man, this world is really cruel. I feel like not the world itself, but what's in it, you know? And it's sad because it's so beautiful on the outside, but you know, go deeper and deeper and you can kind of see it for what it really is. What's good, y'all? This is Jay out here, and y'all watching MONTREALITY. Tune in. When I was 10 years old, I'm not sure if I feel like I was a typical 10-year-old. I feel like every 10-year-old, they got like a positive aspect on life. For me, I felt like I'm 10, I'm young right now, I got the rest of the world ahead of me. And it's crazy because like I didn't realize how like cruel the world really is until I got older, but I just had like this bubble around me. I felt like everything was like, yo, the sky's the limit for me. I'm gonna be, I don't know, I just saw the future as this bright thing with so many bright things to come. And then life hit me and I'm like, oh, okay, this might not be what I think it is. I gotta buckle up. This shit getting crazy. I feel like I had like the best of both worlds. Like in high school, I would go to like all types of tables. Like I would go to I could chill with the cool kids, and then I'll go and I'll chill with I don't want to call them nerds, but the smart kids. Like I'll chill with the smart kids. I'll cook them in chess real quick, talk my little bull, and then I'll go back to my friends. I was just, it was different for me because the ending of my freshman year, beginning of my sophomore year, I kind of started to blow up a little bit. I was on this TV show, so when I went back to school, like it kind of like got hot. Everybody was like, oh, like that's the kid from TV and stuff like that. So I kind of had a name for myself. So the treatment was like, it was like the same but different at the same time. You feel me? Because had a little bit of attention on me, but it's not the same attention I got now because what I got now is a little different. My favorite cartoon character. Oh, let me think. Okay, my favorite character would have to be Aang from Avatar: The Last Airbender. I feel like he's legendary just because he's young. Like, don't get me wrong, he's 110, but he's not really 110 because he was frozen in a piece of ice. But he went crazy. If you watch the show, you're going to see how he goes crazy each season. And it's like, you got a 10-year-old trying to unify the world, and he ends up doing it, you feel me? So that's kind of legend. Aang is definitely my favorite all-time cartoon character. My boy Aang. Woo! My favorite Avatar moment would have to be the ending of season 2 when they was in the Earth Kingdom, I think, and Zuko's sister, he was entering the Avatar state. My boy Aang was about to go crazy, and then what's her name? Zuko's sister. I forgot her name. Not Aurora. What's her? Damn, Azula. Azula. She ended up shooting lightning at Aang, and then she triggered his Avatar state, and she killed him basically. And then it's crazy because I don't want to ruin it, but the whole lineup is crazy because it's deeper than just a kid trying to unify the world. There's hidden messages in it, and it's really dope. Like, you could take these messages on with you in life. But that's dope that you mentioned the guru, because for sure he definitely spoke a lot of gems in that episode. So you gotta watch it. It's really good. Yeah, I believe in that.
What can you tell us about that?
I feel like what you spit out, you get back. I don't want to get weird with y'all, but I heard this one thing that's kind of crazy, but I'm gonna open your mind to that. You need to watch what you say sometimes, because for example, my mother taught me this, like, literally, whatever you say comes back to you. Like, you ever argue with your brother and you wish death upon them? Like, yo, I hope you die. And then you, like, oh shit, you go to the room and you gotta catch yourself because you think about them dying, or the thought of them actually dying crosses your mind, and you like, okay, let me take that back. You say certain words, they got spells. Like, you could literally, like, block yourself from your blessings. And, for example, spelling is the act of putting letters together to make a word, but they call it spelling. Spelling is, a witch casting spells onto something, but even the letters, it gets deep with the letters having certain meanings. Like the S, I believe that's half of infinity, which means forever. And then, damn, it was a whole thing about it. It's crazy though, but when you really, like, you think about it, it kind of spooks you out because it makes sense, you feel me? Just being bigger and better, as a person, just feeling more positive and just doing more positive things. I want to just manifest that as a person, not just with success, being a better person overall. Don't play with my heart like that. I didn't think I would start like that. When I open my eyes, I can't see shit because I be in the dark like that. I treated you good when nobody would. I played my part like that. If we fucking around, you gotta let me know so I don't get my heart attached. I know what you do before you do it. You ain't slick like that. I could do what you do to me, to you, I don't get like that. You did what you did for way too long because you ain't shit like that. I used to make you touch your toes and give you like that. Yo, I know when I wrote that, once I locked in that last line, I'm like, oh my God, it's over with. And then the fans just, they did the rest. And it goes on and on, but that's from Blame on Me. Yo, honestly, I wrote that whole track in like 15 minutes. And it was just off of me getting mad at something, and I just started going crazy. I'm like, nah, they're gonna feel this. And I remember when I dropped it, like, I had high expectations for that record, but the way it took off, like, it took off crazier a year after I dropped it. It took off even crazier. So that's like one of my biggest records now, just off of, I feel like that's one of the records where I really put my insecurities in there, and I let y'all know how I felt, for real. Because usually I let y'all know how I feel, but it's usually on me being angry or me trying to like if I let you know I'm hurt, I'm gonna do it in a fly way so I don't look like a bozo. But in Blame on Me, I really I let down my guard and I let y'all know how I felt, and people feel that. Like, to this day, I get videos with people screaming those lyrics. So Blame on Me, definitely, that's gotta be one of my hardest verses. I put out this music because it's my escape way. It's a way I could escape. That's why I make music. I don't just make music to make it. I make music because it's a way I can vent, with myself and what I go through. So I feel like it's only right for me to dig deep, for me to put out my problems, for me to let you guys know what my insecurities are, for me to, if I got knocked down, I want to let y'all know I got knocked down, because there's kids getting knocked down right now. There's people that's going to get knocked down tomorrow, and they probably don't even realize it. They probably not even going to know how to handle it, but maybe listening to my track, they might, okay. Or even relating to something I said. That's the best thing, when I get DMs, and there's just people mind blown, or they hurt because they relate to everything I'm saying, and they're just sending me a paragraph going crazy. That's when I'm like, all right, what I'm doing is right. Because sometimes I get caught up and I'm just like, damn, you don't want to repeat what you're doing as a man, and just as an artist. You never want to repeat what you're doing. You always want to continue and to elevate everything you do. And I just feel like when I get responses like that from the people, it's really different. It's deeper than just me putting out a record to get streams. Okay, what it's deeper than that. I'm not. Forget the streams. I wanna correlate with it. I wanna relate to the people. I wanna grab your attention. I want y'all to hear me. You feel me? So when I get great responses, and yeah, I have a bunch of successful records. That's the dope outcome of it. But the outcome I'm looking for is to touch people in a deeper way. You feel me? Ooh. For my girl, you know what it is? It's funny because I'm romantic, but I don't think people know that. People probably think I'm not. If you listen to my music, I don't, my love songs, maybe, yeah, you probably think I'm romantic and lovey-dovey, but I'm really if you got a special place in my heart, I'm gonna let you know that. So it would have to be for my girlfriend's birthday. I threw her this surprise birthday party, but it surprised me and all, just how it came out and just how beautiful it looked, because I don't really I go out my way for people who deserve it, you feel me? And I feel like she really deserved it. So her birthday party, when I threw that, the little surprise birthday dinner I did for her, that was super dope. I did it in my house and it just looked beautiful. And I felt good. I'm like, wow, I'm stepping up as a young man. I would want somebody to do that for my daughter, if I saw that somebody did that for my daughter, I would definitely, you get a couple points, cool points from me. So that was just something dope I was able to do and put together for my heart. To be honest, I'm thankful to have a relationship. I definitely love the relationship I got, because I get so much inspiration from it, you know. I've dipped and I've dabbed and I've done different things, you know. I've learned from my lessons, and I know what's for me and what's not for me. You feel me? My current situation is for me. I've been in other situations where, you know, you don't want to expose yourself to too many different people, because it's like not everybody you come across is genuine. I don't like crossing my energy with too many energies. I want to come across one energy, and let's just build on that energy. Let's make more energies, you feel me? So you get what I'm going at. But there's nothing wrong with being in a relationship, and there's nothing wrong with putting your girl on a pedestal, or, you know, just there's nothing wrong with admitting that you're in love or admitting that you're in a relationship. Certain men probably feel like, I don't want to be on that lovey-dovey stuff, but ain't nothing wrong with that, you feel me? If I'm 86, my grandfather has no hair, so I'm probably gonna be bald. Hopefully I'm not, because if I have money still, I'll probably like add hair to my joint. I don't want to be like, you know, okay, so I feel like I talk about this with my friends. I don't want to be 86 and ill. I don't want to be 86 and alone. I don't want to be 86 and weak and just hurt. Like, I want to be 86 and happy. I want to be 86 and I got my family around me. I want to be 86 and I can still talk with people, laugh with people, move around. I really feel like I'm Spanish, so I'm gonna look older than what I am now. Just imagine me with wrinkles on my face. Hopefully I still got the waves. Probably not. Same size probably. Who knows? I don't know. The secret to the waves, it definitely, honestly, and this is the funny thing, because I go on YouTube and I just look at people make a fool out of themselves. All I do is brush my hair and put my do-rag on. I don't know, people got different types of brushes, different types of, I use sprays and oils to keep it shiny, to keep it maintained and healthy, but I feel like it's just a fundamental to it. If you really could brush your hair consistency, and you brush your hair consistently, and then you put the do-rag over it to lock it in, you're gonna be Gucci. They should come in within like the first 2 weeks. Facts, wave gems. Message to the youth. Take everything one step at a time, day by day. Please remember that you are the youth, which means you are the future at the same time. You're the present, but what you do now really matters because it affects you in the future. Don't be a follower, be a leader. We have too many followers, we've had too many followers. Leading gets you further. Following just leaves you trailing behind somebody else. You don't want to trail behind somebody else. You want to lead something, you want to be in front, you know? We need more leaders. We need more positive state of minds. We need stronger state of minds. And we just need more powerful figures preaching positivity. I feel like what you spit out there, people listen. Even my music, sometimes I say very disrespectful things. I got my own flaws and my own faults, but if you meet me and have a conversation with me, you're gonna really see me for what I am, you feel me? And what I say definitely, you know, like I said, everything that comes out, it comes from a place in my heart, but I just feel like I said, for the youth, this matters your heart, what's inside. And don't be a follower, be a leader. We all gotta have our escape route, you feel me? And it has to be a positive one. Don't get yourself into a hole where you're gonna end up digging it deeper and you can't get yourself out, or it's gonna be hard to get yourself out. With that being said, like leaning towards bad substances or addiction, and I could tell you personally, that's not gonna get you nowhere, you feel me? What you need to realize is there's always a positive outcome as long as you see it that way and you make it. You can't just expect things to go positively. You gotta make them go positively, you feel me? So if you wake up every day hurt, mad, you're gonna be mad and hurt, and it's gonna get worse and build on. You just gotta move on, you feel me? And face life for what it is. You lose if you give up.
MONTREALITY show. Tell me how that work, girl. How's it feel to be my worst, girl? But it's okay, cause I know that it get worse, girl.